Hello everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We're doing another unboxing of the breakdown of the demo. This is the Swapper. This is a limit run release game. This came out quite a bit ago, so I'm sorry if I didn't get to it quick enough. As a limit run game, this is no longer available at limit run games, and most likely you have to find this at like a secondhand place like eBay or maybe Craigslist or so on and so forth. So I'm sorry about being a little late on this, but jump into the game. The Swapper is more of just a simplicity of just a main puzzle game. It's just got a good atmosphere and eerie feeling to the game. It's not really a complicated game or even a hard game unless you really don't have any good chance with puzzles. You might come in some block holds here and there, but if you got some good general idea with puzzles and just design of the concept of puzzles, you're really not going to have a hard time. This game is more just more of a good experience, and as everyone knows that I enjoy like horror or spooky atmosphere stuff that just gives you chills down your spine and so on, and so it just makes you feel uncomfortable, or you feel like at any moment you could be attacked or be killed for whatever reason. And I really enjoyed the atmosphere in this game. Now, oddly enough, though, the feeling was more of a Little Big Planet feeling. It just, everything felt like it was like a claymation or like like built by pieces of or everyday items. Even the ship looked like it was like a soup can to me. But like the game's concept really falls down to simple puzzles of you swap yourself with a clone of yourself, and you try to solve puzzles by placing characters in the position areas, or figure out how to solve areas with using multiple clones or one clone, or maybe not even using any clones if you can. That's the kind of the point. You're just going to be repeatedly doing the same things over and over. You just got to figure out where to put the clones in yourself. But you're able to also swap positions with the clone. And this is where the name Swapper really comes from. You can eventually get ability where you can swap who you are, you can swap with that new clone, and that clone now will become the character you'll be controlling. It becomes kind of disturbing at times because sometimes you have to sacrifice clones to get to your position. So it almost feels like that Yoshi thing where you had to use Yoshi to jump up a ledge or something like that, and Yoshi would fall down to his death. So you would use these clones just to the better involvement of yourself than constantly. It's kind of morbid sometimes because you're wondering, what have you actually done? These are supposed to be clones of yourself. If you've ever played something like Inside, where you control these people by jumping and moving around with them, it kind of follows that formula. And that's just one of these kind of games I usually genuinely kind of enjoy. It's this uncomfortable but questionable experience that you're not sure what's going on. And that's kind of the story as well. You're trying to piece together what's going on in the universe, and why you're here, and what's going on. But it's not a super long game, or it's not a super in-depth game. And the update was really just to add a few little Japanese option as well, just a few minor fixes. I didn't come across any problems with my unupdated version. But the game is just a good little experience. It's not going to be something mind-blowing, but it's still a fun little game, especially if you enjoy puzzles and that of the spooky atmosphere and stuff like that, which I generally enjoy. Or just 2D platformers, because I've always enjoyed 2D platformers. But the game is just an interesting concept, and I'm sad to say that, like I said, it's a limit run game, so it's going to be quite hard to get a physical copy. And it's always the sad part about limit runs, is that sometimes these really, really good games get released and there's only maybe a few copies in the world for everyone. There's no really punishment to death or anything like that. It's just, you just gotta try again. But like I said, it just sometimes feels morbid, like I just sacrificed that clone there, and it's kind of morbid. And you're like, just treating these clones of yourself as an object and then as a person. And I think that's the moral point of the game, was to make you question the mortality of what you're doing. And I don't know, I personally really enjoyed this game, and I think it's worthy of the game if you're interested in playing these kinds of games. But I wouldn't go out of my way for it if you're not into this ton of stuff. But if you're a collector, of course, it's always worthy to have it in your collection. But if you're looking for something to give you a lot of gaming experience, or give you a death gaming experience, this really isn't going to give it to you. But it's definitely an experience to play if you're interested into it. So like always, I will leave links down in the description if you're interested in a copy. Again, Limit Run does no longer provide this version or this copy, so now you would have to go to other places, but I will put links to Limit Run in case you ever want to go there. I know I repeat myself with Limit Run multiple times, but I don't know if you're new to my channel, if this is the first time you're watching this, so I'm just letting you know that you should always check back Limit Runs, even if they're not selling something at that given time that you might be interested in. A month later, they might have a totally another game, a game you're really going to want as your part of your collection, or a game you just really want and just want to have a physical copy of that game. So, like always, hit that like, subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And I thank every single person who watches my channel. You guys have been amazing. I know I've been a little delayed of making videos, but I'll try to get back into the role of making videos for you guys. I've had some hurdles out here, and I try to get that Horizon Zero Dawn video out as quick as I could, but I'm sorry about all the delays. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.